Murray. Yeah, that's me. Good evening. Check. Down probably a little bit.
1 minute.
Come down just a little bit. We don't want to blow them out. And we want them to be able to, we want to hear them, but we don't want to blow them out while they're eating dinner.
Hey, we can turn the speaker volume down too. You want me to turn the speaker volume? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to turn, you come down a little bit. Check. Good evening.
Check.
Good evening and welcome in.
Check.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that sounds about right. Check. Welcome into the public schools. You ready to go? Are you ready? Good evening and welcome into the Maury County Public Schools Homecooked Coaches Show, presented by where we are.
Puckett's Restaurant.
Puckett's Restaurant in downtown Columbia. We've got super nice early crowd with us tonight. We're going to have Maury County High School coaches, some players, assistant coaches, as we have 3 Maury County High Schools preparing
in the playoffs.
Yeah, preparing for round 2
Yeah.
of the T+AA High School playoffs.
This is history.
We've got Spring Hill
Yep.
in the 4A. He's going to play South Gibson at South
They're
Gibson.
going to take the trip.
We have the Mount Pleasant Tigers, who have to travel to West Tennessee to play a powerhouse in Milan.
Milan, not Milan, everybody.
Milan,
not
no.
Milan, Italy.
Milan would be a much longer trip. So, but they're going to Milan, Tennessee to play the number 1 ranked team in the state.
In 2A,
In 2A, and let me mention in 4A, the Spring Hill Raiders are playing South Gibson that right now is ranked about number 8 in the state.
in the top 10.
And then we've got the Columbia Central High Lions, who Friday night are going to be playing right out in Maury County Park, Lindsey Nelson Stadium. And 7 o'clock kickoff. That is our Maury County Public Schools game of the week.
And they're playing Knoxville Central.
They are playing Knoxville Central. And one note to that, another team, local team, our neighbors to the south of us, the Lawrence County Wildcats from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, are traveling to Knoxville to play Knoxville Halls.
Yep.
Now, if Lawrence County wins, and of course Columbia is going to win, so that would mean that Columbia and Lawrence County would meet a week from Friday.
At Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
That's right. Right here in Maury County at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Maury County Park, right out where the Columbia Central campus is.
Yeah. So if that happens, everyone in southern Middle Tennessee that likes football, you have to be at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. If it's Lawrence County versus Columbia next week, you got to be there.
Absolutely.
And
really, this weekend or Friday night's game at Lindsey Nelson Stadium against Knoxville Central is the first kind of stepping stone in order to get to
it is
Lawrence County or whoever the following Friday.
Well,
so first things first, let's get everybody out. Let's get everybody to Lindsey Nelson Stadium
get there
this Friday night.
This Friday is the first thing on the docket. And if they want to make it to the state championship, like I'm sure the Columbia Central Lions do, they've got to go through a team from East Tennessee. Got to go through a team from Knoxville, Pigeon Forge, that area, Sevierville. All those teams, they're nothing to play with.
Yeah, well, we want to remind everybody that at 8 o'clock, we're going to shut down the polls for the Player of the Week.
Yeah.
We have a Defensive Player of the Week that we award their best stats or if they get voted in from last week, their performances from last week. And then we have an Offensive Player. We also reward and acknowledge for their stats from last week.
And I can fill in those that are listening or watching live on who the candidates are for the Player of the Week this week.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell them where they can go, and then tell them you could go on Facebook.
Front Porch Sports Network.
Front Porch Sports
Find
Network.
The polls.
And pull up the Player of the Week poll and vote.
Yep.
for whoever you think deserves your vote.
Yep.
That's how it works.
And we had two
it's a
winners
democratic society.
last week that we did not have a show Wednesday night. I want to acknowledge Caden McCory and Nazir Carter from Mount Pleasant. They won both the offensive and defensive player of the week last week.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is these polls will shut down. But I'll tell you what, why don't you run down the offensive and defensive player of the weeks real quick?
Okay, I will. So offensively, we've got Daniel Booker from Columbia Central. Quarterback, he had 29 carries for 355 yards and 6 touchdowns. Cale Scott, Mount Pleasant's quarterback, went 9 of 12 passing for 168 yards and threw 2 touchdowns in their win last week. And then Lionel Brooks, Mr. Do-It-All is what we like to call him here at the Front Porch Sports Network. He had 30 carries, 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he also threw a passing touchdown in their playoff win over White House. Then defensively this week, we've got 3 heavy hitters. We've got Xavier Murphy from Columbia, had 5 tackles and 2 sacks. Then we had A.J. Sieber, who has won our player of the week before. He had 17 tackles.
Okay.
He had 17 tackles.
I mean, all of these stat lines are incredible for all the offensive players and the defensive
It's ridiculous.
players.
And then
all 3 of these teams are going to the second round of the playoffs this Friday night.
Yeah, and then one more candidate defensively, Coach Joshua Taylor's son, Jackson Taylor. He's a very good player in the defensive backfield. 10 tackles, 6 solo tackles, and 2 sacks in their win over White House. So he's a playmaker on the defensive side. You know his dad has got to love that.
Now, I know the polls close at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I know the folks listening to us on 101.7 FM WKOM and the folks here at Puckett's, and it's getting close to a full house. Once the teams, coaches, and their players get here, it will be a full house. But I've already voted. Did you vote?
I have made my vote.
And I voted.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to tell you who I voted for, offensive or defensive player of the week. But I just have to mention, last Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
In Lindsey Nelson Stadium, the Columbia Central Lions took to the field to play East Hamilton out of Chattanooga. East Hamilton was 8-2, ranked in the state.
Yeah, had a Mr. Football candidate,
and they hung 70 on them.
7 points off of the school record in points. That's amazing. 9 touchdowns.
It's amazing that the school record is 77.
That's
I mean, I can't believe that didn't break the record. Now, there were records broken that night.
Yeah, there were.
And Daniel Booker Jr., the quarterback.
Who is a junior, but he literally is a junior.
He is quarterback for the Columbia Central Lions.
Yep.
And depending on who you talk to, but he scored 6 rushing touchdowns.
He did. 5 in the first half, for anybody wondering.
And he also ran for over 350 yards. Now, some people say 353, I've heard 355.
Yeah.
I've heard 380, 370.
I don't know where the discrepancy comes from.
I don't either.
So he had a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns. You can't avoid that, though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He had a bunch.
Yeah, he did.
And to rush for over 350 yards against the ranked number 8 team in the state of Tennessee in 5A.
It's video game numbers.
It's kind of hard to believe.
It is very hard to believe.
And you know what? I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it on live stream.
Barry Duke and company on the call.
Front Porch Sports Radio Network, we live stream all of Central's game. And Barry Duke's got on the call on 103.7.
Yeah.
And this week, the Columbia Central Lions at home against Knoxville Central is going to be our game of the week this week.
We will be there pre-show.
And we're going to have the game day crew, the game day show will start at 5 o'clock right after the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the radio hour, then we're going to do game day, then we're going to throw it up to Barry and the guys in the booth for the call.
And then we hand it off to Columbia Central, and they got to handle business.
That's it. This is the Maury County Public Schools Home Cook Coaches Show presented by Puckett's Restaurant. We're live in Puckett. We're going to bring up Coach Justin Berman, Battle Creek Grizzlies, and talk about their terrific season right after this.
Front Porch Sports Network Friday Night Football is brought to you by Northside Medical Professionals, caring for Maury County families for over 30 years. From routine checkups and sports physicals to same-day sick visits and long-term care, Northside Medical Professionals is your hometown team for better health. With convenient locations, extended hours, and a staff that treats you like family, they're here to keep you strong all season long. Northside Medical Professionals, trusted care close to home. Learn more or schedule your visit at northsidemedicalprofessionals.com. Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
The Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone Homecooked by Puckett's Restaurant. We are live here downtown at Puckett's. I'm Landon Sechrist alongside Drake Colley here, and we've got the Battle Creek Grizzlies on deck. Drake, let's quickly just talk about Battle Creek being up here, they are always one of the first people that comes up on stage. Talking to Coach Burham and the players is just fantastic.
Yeah, this is our eighth coaches show here at Puckett's Restaurant, and let me add that we are powered by Columbia Power Water Systems, internet.
Couldn't do it without them.
Internet, terrific internet. We've got it at home. My wife and I love it, but Carl, our dog, really likes it.
Yeah, that's great.
He loves it. So,
that's great.
But let's get back to Coach Burham, Battle Creek Grizzlies.
Yeah.
This is their first year in playing a complete varsity schedule.
Yeah.
The school just cranked up and began as a high school last season.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's practically brand new.
That's right. And so this is their second year of existence. They started out with freshman and sophomore classes last year, no junior, senior classes. This year they have freshman, sophomore, and junior class, no seniors.
Yep.
And they were in the playoffs and had the dubious task of
going to Pearl
Cone and taking on the Firebirds.
Yeah, that's always tough.
At Pearl Cone last week.
Hostile environment.
And, every type of new experience, I believe, is a learning experience.
It is.
And I think there was a lot to learn.
There is.
At Pearl Cone last week, it wasn't a pretty ending to the game. The Pearl Cone Firebirds are probably, they're the strongest Nashville City public school
100%. They've got
football program-wise.
They've got
in Nashville, Tennessee.
NFL talent that's come out of that program. They've got Division I talent every year that comes up. So, I mean, Pearl Cone is just one of those teams that's like, you're in for it if you got to play them, whether you're good or not good or having a rough season, having a good season.
That's exactly right. And in just a few minutes, we're going to have Coach Justin Burham up here, and he will echo what we're saying.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
he'll say the exact same thing that we're saying, and that next year, it's a different year. You have different players. You have all the players get a year older.
They do.
And a year of after
stronger
having the experience. But just being able, and Coach Keith Stacy, who we have on our game day show, will be on the show Friday with us. He's coached a lot of sports, high school sports in his day.
Yeah.
And he said, the best thing about playoffs, and even if you go and you play a team that's much better than you are this year or last year, whenever, the ability to practice, just that extra week of practice,
it changes things.
Gets ready, gets you more practice, more experience, and gets those players ready even for next year.
It does, and especially for this team where you don't have a senior class and they had such a good season to have the talent there, and they get an extra week of practice, the experience of playing in the playoffs, they'll be so much better next year already.
Yeah. So, Coach Burham, Battle Creek Grizzlies had a 4-7 record, made the playoffs in their first varsity season ever. They make the playoffs.
Amazing.
And that's something to be excited about, proud of. Mm-hmm. And I know that Battle Creek community up in Spring Hill, I know that the support that these kids have, that these teams have, and I'm not just talking about football. I'm talking about baseball. I'm talking about softball.
Everything.
Basketball. You wait and see. And within a few short years, that Battle Creek Spring Hill community and that Battle Creek High School will be a force in all sports across the board.
Yeah, it always happens like that with the new schools, and we've referenced it even on this show that, the newest comparable team to Battle Creek was probably a Nolensville team that just started up within the past 10 years or so. They had their difficulties starting up, but, when I was playing against that team, in the later years of Nolensville starting, 12-win team, 10-win team, state semifinals almost. I mean, so they had their years and the talent that came through there. Just wait. Literally just wait.
And, of course, people that keep up with sports around here, Nolensville Little League.
Yeah.
And we know our station manager, Clayton Harris, and his children or sons, they play Little League. He understands, and he can tell you that Nolensville is a force.
Yeah. They are.
in Little League, and it kind of starts. That's where everything kind of starts with the younger
It is true.
generation, and as
Yeah.
they move through grammar school, middle
Yeah.
school, and then high school. By the time they get to high school,
Yeah.
they are seasoned sports veterans in
Yeah.
whatever sports they chose to
And you know what's unique
get their expertise in.
about Battle Creek is that they've got the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school are all right there on one pretty much big campus. The middle school and high school are right beside each other. You go around the corner, it's the elementary school. So, I mean, they've got a nice system
Yeah.
that no other Murray County school really has like that.
And Murray County just annexed or I don't know if annex is the correct word, but gave the Battle Creek campus there another, I want to say 25 or 30 acres of land so that they could widen out some roads and make it more accessible for traffic to enter in and out of that off of those three campuses right there.
Yeah, once you get off of Malin Moore Road and you see that green, white, and navy silo, you know you're right at Battle Creek's campus.
You're in the middle of it. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Murray County went in and said, okay, we own this property here, and we're just going to give it to you, and we're going to widen out these roads and just make things more accessible and easier for folks to get in, drop their kids off, pick kids up, bus traffic, whatever it may be.
Because it's only going to grow. You think about it, it's only going to grow.
That's right.
It's only going to grow.
We know the Middle Tennessee area is hopping.
I mean, that's why they built the school. A lot of people are moving in. You know, you got Springo High School that was almost at capacity, and, you know, just another new school, the first new school in the county, and I think, 75-plus years. So Battle Creek, let's talk about some of the players that Battle Creek had star-wise this season, some standouts.
You can start out with their quarterback, Colton Barba.
Yeah.
Met his folks, and they were and his grandmother one afternoon as we were doing our game day show. Extremely nice.
Yeah.
They approached me, and they were very complimentary and said that they appreciate what we were doing to highlight their son and other Battle Creek players.
That's why we do it.
To kind of shine a spotlight on them.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
because it's all about them, their play, and giving them the credit they deserve.
Yeah, and if you want to hear from Colton Barba, those that are listening and watching, go to our Front Porch Sports Network Instagram, and there's an interview post-game with him after he threw 5 touchdowns. Drake Pugh, he interviewed him post-game. So tap into our Instagram to see Colton Barba talk.
Jay-Sean, the bowling ball Brown.
Yeah, we had a debate up here on the panel, bowling ball versus wrecking ball.
Well,
Which one?
it depends. He plays both offense and defense. So I said on offense, whatever he does on offense, let's call him the bowling ball, and then whatever he blows up on defense from the defensive side, call him the wrecking ball.
And he's number 0, so it kind of fits.
So he's got this dual personality, right? I mean, he's got this dual as far as he's a two-way player.
He is.
A la Travis Hunter type of player. So
he's
you've
dangerous.
got to give him the credit he deserves. Jay-Sean Brown, he's a running back.
Yeah.
And he's a bowling ball, and he just runs them over and knocks them down like a bowling ball would knock over pins. And then on defense, he can get back there and cause some havoc in the backfield.
And he can break away. I want to say it was the Glencliff game. He chased down almost 105-yard interception return. It was a touchdown-saving tackle, so he's got wheels too.
Yeah. And they needed it. They needed that. They needed him to make that tackle in that game.
Yeah,
that was a tight ball
phenomenal.
game. Okay. What about Alex Gurley's defensive back?
Yeah, he's been up here on the panel. He was one of the first Battle Creek guys that was up here. He's a cornerback, one of the leaders on the team. He's really talented. Got an interception in one of the games that we covered in one of the first 30 seconds or so of the game. And we've got company up here on the stage.
Yeah, we're going to bring the Battle Creek Grizzlies up here right now. Coach Justin Burham will sit over here on my left along with another player, and you two guys pop it down right there. And we'll get your headsets on and see if we can bring everybody in on the show. Hey, guys.
Sorry about that.
You good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the show, Coach Justin Burham, head coach of the Battle Creek Grizzlies, and 3 of his players. Now, I recognize one Mr.
I
Williams.
recognize two.
How you doing?
I recognize all three of them, actually.
All right. And so, Coach, tell us who you brought with you.
Man, I got Xander Hamilton. He's a starting offensive lineman, plays, rotates on defense. Stanley Williams Jr., wide receiver DB, and then Colton Barber, quarterback.
All right.
We were just talking about Colton Barber.
We were just talking about Colton Barber. I was nice enough to meet your mom and your grandmother a couple of weeks ago when we did the game day show from Battle Creek. And they were extremely nice and complimentary, and we had a nice talk. So tell them I said hello next time you say it.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Coach Burrow.
Yes, sir.
We've said it before many times. I'm going to say it again. Congratulations on your first varsity season. Battle Creek Grizzlies High School ever in history.
Historic
year
moment.
one was this year. As a full schedule for you guys. You had the dubious task in the first round, making the playoffs in your first varsity year, and you had to head up to Nashville to take on the Pearl Cone Firebirds.
Yes, sir.
But I talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
I said everything, all new experiences or all experiences can be a learning experience.
It is. It was good to go up there and let them boys see what a true state contender looks like when it comes to our classification. A lot of people pick Pearl Cone to go play Alcoa and try to win it. But our kids got to see what it's like to a team that's going to make a deep run that's in year and year out. And we let the chips fall and maybe we run into them again. But, man, they're one heck of a team. Coach Bernetti, he does a really, really good job. And they got athletes at every position.
Yeah.
Not to mention they got a couple grown men my size up front. So they're not short of talent at all.
So, Coach, when you think about, getting to the playoffs, it's such a monumental thing in your first season. But just tell us about what it means to you to make the playoffs. One, of course, you obviously want to win every game. But Battle Creek, from game one to the end of the season, just talk about the growth that you saw in your team.
Man, they grew a lot. And I think it's starting to show its head toward the end of the season, especially with the Hickman County game. Early in the year, we might not have responded the way we did that second half. But then for us to go up there and see Pearl Cone and fight the way we did, I mean, we hit them once, and then they kind of finished us. But it was a good chance for us to go up there and just see what it's like. Our guys came in and we had an expectation, and we knew it was going to be an uphill battle. But not one time did they back down. Not one time did they try to turn away from it. They accepted it, and they went in head first. And every week they showed up and they worked.
And so when you make sure I'm on here. Okay, there you go. So when you take a team and you go into an atmosphere like Pearl Cone, and of course halftime, things aren't going your all's way or whatever it is, what's your message to these guys? I mean, you probably know you have to keep them focused, keep them playing, and keep them in the game. But what is your overall message to your team at halftime of the ball game? It
was going there and like, fellas, you knew what the task was when we came up here. We knew it was a big uphill task, and now for the second half, everybody we looked at it as kind of transitioning. You're no longer a freshman, you're a sophomore, you're no longer a junior. You're now a senior, and we have our first senior class, and this is your first test to kind of go out there and see how's it going to roll over into next year. And our kids went out and they fought really, really hard and did some really, really good things in the second half. And that was just kind of our rallying cry, like, this is where you want to be. Looking at next year, you want to have this shoe be on the opposite end, on the opposite foot, and compete.
And speaking of that, Xander, I want to ask you, Xander, about the growth that you saw in yourself and also your teammates and the team, and just your experience being on a new Battle Creek team. I mean, it had to be super fun to get 4 wins and be in some games and make the playoffs. I mean, just talk about your experience this season.
Even while losing, I had so much fun. Like, it just playing football, the game, love it.
Yeah. Football as we know it, like basketball or anything, if you love playing the game, win or lose, it's still a game, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
you're still having fun. Now, fellas, Stanley, Mr. Barber, I've never been to Pearl Cone to a football game, and they say it's kind of crazy up there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about going up there and that experience at Pearl Cone.
Really, I mean.
There you go. He's got you on there.
Yeah. But really, I mean, it's just another regular game to us. I mean.
It's a little festive atmosphere. There's some stuff going on that you normally don't see going on, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, still to me, and I know to my teammates, it's still a regular game. I mean, we went out there, we ain't back down. So.
Sure. And you guys, all you guys are going to be back for next year. That's a beautiful thing about it. I'm not sitting here talking to a senior that is
played his last
that
game.
his high school career is over.
Right.
We got you guys coming back.
Well, one of our players, when they was up there, that's like, Coach, that's the smallest band I've seen all year, but man, that's the loudest, the smallest band, but it's the loudest band. Like, and they didn't stop. And I was like, fellas, like that's their pride. They take pride in that band, and they play. And they went up there and seen it was in turf, and they've never been at a city school per se.
Right.
And we had a little ways of travel and stuff, but like the kids embraced it. They went up there. They knew what it was. Coach Bernetti, he's a really, really good dude, man. He took care of us, and the boys were even saying at the same day, like, man, that's a really good team, Coach. I know you said they were good, but
right.
So
sure, they're coached well. They play hard for their coaches, and going up there and playing a school like Pearl Cone, and they kind of have this tradition of being probably one of the best, if not the best program in the city of Nashville, and winning state titles and so forth. Were you able to kind of gauge where you guys were as compared to them and see where you want to get, where you want to be in a year? Do you know what I mean? Yes,
sir.
I mean, Xander, when you're on the line, you're thinking, okay, I get it now. These guys are coached well. They do what they're physical. They're moving us around and kind of doing what they want to do. So does that tell you, hey, next year or the year after that or whatever, however many years, what year are you?
Sophomore.
Okay, so you got 2 more years of football left. So in the next couple of years, playing a team like Pearl Cone, does that kind of show you where you guys want to be in the future?
Tells me I need to hit that weight room.
So, I mean, and that's just honest truth.
Yes, sir.
And Stanley, would Mr. Williams? I'm sorry, Mr.
Yes,
Williams. Do you understand? Can you see where Pearl Cone was and their level of play that night, as opposed to?
Felt like playing grown men. I like playing grown men.
That's right. And so, hey, next year you're a year older, right, Coach? Another year of experience. Yep. Now we talked about first round of the playoff, but excuse me. First round of the playoffs. Not only do you get the experience of going to Pearl Cone, going up there, playing the first round of the playoffs, but you get another week of practice, and that's important also.
It is for us, is because every chance we get a chance, we want to grow at something, and the kids got to experience what it's like to play in November. Some of them was like, man, it's cold out here. And I was like, man, football don't matter unless it's cold. If you're not playing in the cold, it really ain't meant for you to play. And it's kind of a testament this week. The teams are still playing. They had to fight those elements to get out there. And we was trying to tell our kids, like, if you're playing in this weather, that means it means a little more. It's a little different. And that's what their goal is to strive for. You want to play on Thanksgiving weekend or Thanksgiving week. And you want to have that, be able to play in December. And the one thing I was explaining to our guys is, like, the regular season ends in October, and if you really want to make a run, October is just your halfway point to where you want to get, because you got another 2 months. So teams got to understand that. The good ones do. They know how to schedule things and kind of reset towards the end and get a second win, and that's what our kids got to kind of understand and get that growth. Like, it's a privilege to be playing that time of year. It's a privilege to be able to say you got 8 more games to go when you already have 7 or down under your belt. You know what I'm saying? So the teams that are good at that understand that, and they pace themselves and they take care of themselves, and they kind of find a way to keep motivated and find the ways to stay tight and keep pushing it. So.
Right. And Colton, we haven't heard from you yet, but I want to ask, how does it feel to be Battle Creek's first starting quarterback? You and Brody Orton shared the role throughout the season. We talked to Brody a couple weeks ago on this panel. He plays some other positions as well. He does a lot for Battle Creek. But how does it feel for you to be such a large part of Battle Creek history now? You're the first one to take snaps for, the long amount of time that you did this year.
Yes, sir. It feels great, it feels good to start something with everybody. I played with most of these guys from middle school, and I got injured the last middle school game and didn't get to play in our championship. So it feels good to finish a season of football with my teammates, and I think we're going to grow and just getting more reps and, being so young and also how far we went and playing probably one of the best teams in 4A.
Definitely.
And seeing where we have to be is a big, just step that we got to take. So.
Definitely. And I want to add to that, Stan, I interviewed you after one of the games, talked about your nickname. Everybody calls you Stan the Man. In that game, you had 6 touchdowns. So we know what you're about. Have always been a Player of the Week nominee for you all. You know what you do offensively. Talk about your experience this season and everything that you went through, because right now it seems like you're the greatest receiver in Battle Creek High School history.
Y'all can hear me? Okay. It felt great. I don't really like to say I'm the best on the team because we still got better players.
Right.
So, I think even with the young guys, we all on a good level to going into next year.
Yeah, and we have trivia at the end of the night, and we've got a Stanley Williams Jr. trivia question for the folks.
We do.
So yeah, it involves you, and Xander, what I'm thinking? Now let's see, the game against Glencliff, right? Was it the game against Glencliff?
Where he had 6 touchdowns.
Where he had 6 touchdowns.
The last game of the season.
Yeah, the last before the playoff.
Hickman County.
You know what I'm thinking? Next year, guys. You had 6, 7 touchdowns. Am I right? Come on, am I right? See, an old man can be funny. It's okay. It's all right for an old man. I try hard to do that.
He does.
And I know these young kids get that. Old people like me, really, I don't even know really what I'm saying, but I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah.
My grandson said that would be funny, so I decided to throw that out there.
Well, you talk about Stanley. The crazy part is we tried to get him 7. It was open. Should have threw it. He should have had 7.
6, 7 touchdowns. That's a good night. You know what I mean?
He should have had 7.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah. So that's what we get the next year, right? That's what we got to work on. And you'll be out there blocking for him, right?
Yeah, and Jay Sean Brown and everyone else.
There's a whole and coach. Now technically football season is over, but it's never really over for you guys, for the coaching staff. The kids get to move on. Some of the guys move on to another sport, or they just kind of take a break. But the coaching staff, you guys get back to work pretty soon, don't you?
We're going through X interviews with staff and players right now. So, believe it or not, there's been players asking to work out. And I was like, man, fellas, y'all can take it. You work out on y'all enjoy it.
Right.
We'll hit the ground rolling after Thanksgiving, and we'll get in there and clang and bang all the way up to spring ball. But some of them are chomping at the bit, man, and that's what I love about the kids we have.
And that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah,
it's a great thing to have.
It is.
Yeah. So, all I can say is on behalf of the Homecooked Coaches Show, Murray County Public Schools, we've enjoyed.
Congratulations.
We've enjoyed this season and covering you guys. We're looking forward to bigger and better things even next year. Congratulations on a successful first full varsity schedule. Yeah. And we'll be keeping an eye on all of y'all. Okay? And Stanley, next year, another 6, 7. You know what I mean? All right. This is Murray County Public School Homecooked Coaches Show. These are the Battle Creek Grizzlies, and we'll be right back after this.
William Murder in the beat.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant and powered by CPWS Internet. I'm your host, Landon Sechrest, alongside my co-host, Drake Colley, and we've got the Mount Pleasant Tigers up here on stage with us, Drake.
Yeah, we sure do. Head coach of the Mount Pleasant Tigers, Kid Hartsfield, and one of his star players, number 6, Jaden McClure.
Nope.
Caden
McCord.
Caden McCord. Why do I get?
Not to be confused with Jaden McClure.
Caden,
Jaden.
No, you do
it every
week. I mean,
all right,
he's good.
Caden McCord.
Yep.
Not Jaden McClure.
No, he's been up here before. He's been about Pleasant a while,
I think your
so
whole team has been up here before.
Lots of Cadens and Jadens.
You all have been dominating the Player of the Week awards. I mean, we're thinking about changing it to the Mount Pleasant Tiger Player of the Week. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with that, but congratulations. Congratulations on making the second round. And last week was East
Hickman for the second time.
Mm-hmm. Second time you played them, took care of business down there in Mount Pleasant. Now you got to load up all the equipment, all the bus, and head west, young man.
Yep.
To play Milan, who, if anybody has been in Tennessee for any extended period of time, knows anything about high school sports, they know that Milan is
traditional powerhouse.
A tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
Are you with me on that? I mean, that's
no doubt. You
now
know,
our crack. Speaking of cracking, our crack statistician says that Milan has not given up a point in the past 3 weeks.
He's going to change that. I think he wants to change that.
There's Milan is a traditional powerhouse. They play late in November every year. They've been number 1 in the state pretty much all year in 2A. They shut the town down. They're loaded. And they're a good team. They're a really good team. Our district has had problems the past few years in the playoffs. I think the past 2 Lewis counties went over there and took an absolute beating. But, their defense is really fast and aggressive, as you just said. And,
tough to score. Obviously tough to score on.
Only two teams have scored more than 10 points against them.
Yeah,
and it was the first game of the year. It was first game of the year, and then one other. So, we're going to have to bring our best. There's no doubt.
And so when you go up against a team, and you're a team that is doing what Milan does, extremely fast on defense, allowing very few points to their opponents, what is your message to your players on the offensive side of the ball in order to try to break through and get some points on the board?
Yeah, it's, all about, matchups usually, especially in 2A football. It can change week to week. We feel like, we spread the ball around. We're hard to defend. We got, two guys over 1,000 yards all purpose. Another one that's right around 800. Another one around 400. So we feel like we're hard to defend. But you still have to win up front. The game's won up front. It always is. So we're gonna have to do a great job there. But it's all about getting it in space and letting our players make plays. They've given up not many points, and we haven't either. So,
okay,
it could be a defensive struggle.
What about Jaden Pete, Mr. Football nominee, Jaden Pete? He's a running back and a linebacker for Milan. 920 rushing yards, 18 TDs, and over 70 tackles on defense. He does it both ways.
He's special. He won Mr. Football as a junior. He's having a great senior year. He can do it all.
Tapes? Have you seen some
I've
tapes
seen
on
every
him?
tape, every play of the season on both sides of the ball. That guy just gets after it. He breaks tackles. He makes plays. He's fast. He's quick. He's tough. He flips over on the other side. And, me being a defensive coach, I like him at linebacker a lot. When he triggers, he's coming. When
he reads a play, when he makes a decision, he sticks with that decision.
Oh, yeah. When he sees it, he's pulling the trigger, like one of them Georgia linebackers. And, he's not the biggest kid, but, we played Quincy Mitchell, who is, top 5 in the nation in rushing, Mr. Football finalist, Drew Ray. This will be our third Mr. Football to play this year at running back. So he's going to get a lot of attention from us. We're definitely going to do everything we can to stop him, but it's not a one-man show over there. They got athletes everywhere.
Gotcha.
Coach, speak about the guy you brought up on stage, Caden, and what he does for the squad and how much he's meant to, getting some of those early starts and scoring a lot of points, as you said, for Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, Caden has, he's been fantastic. He does everything we ask him to do. He's a great running back. He can run, he can catch. He's got a lot of yards. He's been hurt pretty much all year, but he hasn't missed a game. He hurt his shoulder versus Forest, which was the third game of the year, and had to turn around on Saturday and go back and play, with a sprained, shoulder. We got that better by fall break, and then, he sprained his ankle versus Loretta. But he never set out. He never missed a practice. He never asked to miss a practice. He just go out there and limp around, and, I just let him, because that's what I would have done, when I played. And, I just admire that. But it ain't really what he does, what everyone sees. What they don't see is, the first play of the game, we run a jet or something to JP, and he's the lead blocker.
Sure.
And, he probably leads the team in pancakes easily. He gets out there and, blocks. He's unselfish. He's happy when other people score. He hasn't complained about anything all year. And he's one of those guys that, we could give it to 30 times and his stats could be doubled. But we don't, and his health has something to do with that. But, he's feeling good and just unselfish, and I just don't think there's a better compliment than that for anyone in today's game.
So, Caden, you and your teammates are preparing to go to Milan, and I'm sure you're aware,
Yes, sir.
What Milan is about.
Mm-hmm.
You can see stats of Mr. Football, Jaden Pete, his his stats. Zach Thomas, quarterback, 13 touchdowns. Wide receiver with 9 touchdowns. Ranked number 1 in the state in 2A. I mean, it's a tough task to go down to Milan, but I got the feeling this year's team of Mount Pleasant that you guys are ready to meet that challenge. Does that make sense? I
Yes,
mean, that
sir.
doesn't really bother you all. I mean,
Yes, sir.
and I'm not talking about being scared, being apprehensive. I'm just talking about going down, looking forward to that challenge. I know you'd much rather be playing them at home in Mount Pleasant, but talk a little. Talk. What's that?
3, 4, or 5A.
I get it.
Yeah,
So talk about when you talk amongst your teammates and you all start talking about, okay, Milan is next, and just talk about how those conversations go. Let the people give us an insight.
I feel like if everybody can do their assignments and we just go together as a team, we'll be good. We can stop their running game, and it'll all be all right.
Well, that's what you want to hear, right, Coach? I mean, everybody gets together, gets on the same page, execute properly. It's about execution and win the turnover game. If there's multiple turnovers in that game, win that.
Oh yeah, you have to win that. We are, pretty heavy underdog. But the good thing is, I don't think me or any of the kids really care about that. You don't have to beat them 10 times. You just got to beat them once.
Definitely.
Sure.
That's why you play the game. We know the challenge ahead, but our kids believe in each other. And they're going to play as hard as they can.
And Caden, I want to ask you. I interviewed you, I believe it was after the Decatur Riverside game earlier this year, and you said one of the things that's special about Mount Pleasant and the team is you guys hang outside of football and you don't just play together on the field. You are actually friends. Well, that's going to come in handy when you're riding 3 hours on the bus to Milan. So what do you got? Give me some insight to what are you guys going to do on the bus? How are you going to stay focused and get focused to play the number 1 ranked team in 2A?
We're just going to stay locked in, probably listen to music on the bus, maybe watch a movie or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and a lot of coaches, some coaches that used to be at some universities in the Southeastern Conference, they kind of wanted everything kind of quiet. Are you one of those coaches that kind of make before the game you don't want a lot of noise and you just assume your players and your staff just kind of keep things at a low tone and try to stay as focused as possible before a game?
Yeah, I played for Gary Rankin, and there was no sound or smile to be cracked from 3 o'clock till kickoff. So that's how I came up. But as a coach longer and longer, I let each team do whatever they need to do to be ready to play.
As long as they take care of business, it's no problem.
We have a pretty loose group. I couldn't dread the bus ride any more than I do. Because they have fun together, and I'm telling you, but come warm-ups, I can tell if they're ready or not, and they're usually locked in, ready to go, but we're not tight. We're not a tight team. We're not uptight. We don't really worry about the pressure and things like that, so I would say, this year's group's a little bit different than the past, but I let them be, who they are as long as they're not hurting the program. So
your offensive player of the week candidate, Cale Scott, your nephew. Let's see, he was 9 of 12 for 168, 2 touchdowns. You've got a lot of players across the board on your team. J.P. Easterling, Peyton Niehaus, Easton Plunkett, Jaden McClure, Caden McCrory, Carter Dunn, Cole Anderson, Nazir Carter. Any major injuries that you could talk about right now? Anybody banged up, or are you going to have your full arsenal when you get to Milan?
Yeah, I feel like as a team we're decently healthy, but this time of year everybody's a little bit banged up.
Right.
Like I said, Caden has been playing through some stuff, but he's probably healthier this week than he was the past 2 weeks. we're trying to get JP healthy, who we think will be available to play. We had 2 O-linemen out last week that didn't dress, and they'll be back. So, this time of year, it's just one of those things everybody battles. So, we feel like, we're kind of right there with everyone else. We're not, completely banged up, which is pretty fortunate. And you wouldn't be in this position if you were. That's just part of it.
Well, we're on 101.7 FM, WKOM right now, live, and we're also live streaming. You want to make a plea to Mount Pleasant alumni, people, community to
take the drive,
load up and make that drive west, so you can use every person in the stands possible.
Oh, ain't no doubt. High school playoffs is, what it's about, and it's the whole experience. You're going to a place with a lot of tradition, a lot of state titles. It's a little bit bigger school. It should be a great environment. We fully expect the same support we always have. So our guys worked hard. They've had a great season. We're continuing to extend that. That's what we're working towards. We need our people there. Our guys need them. To get that momentum rolling.
And, Coach, I want to ask a specific question, but are you superstitious in the regard of your last loss came when Mount Pleasant was wearing white with red pants? So are you going to go with that combo in the playoffs, in the round 2 big game? Did the players have any choice in what uniform combo you guys wear?
No, they don't have many choices in anything. Every now and then they do. I don't know what we wore the last time we lost. We put our uniform on and we get ready to go play.
Because if you're the home team,
sometimes weather matters.
Yeah.
But you got to wear white on the road. We'll wear red pants just because.
Yeah. Good answer.
Just because they look good with the white jerseys. I like, what I mean. I like the look.
You can't wear red or blue on the road, so that's our only other option.
Yeah.
There you have it. Well, we certainly appreciate you all being with us tonight. Great year this year. We are going to be focused in. Now, we know that in Murray County, the only home team in the second round of the playoff will be Columbia Central here. You guys will be in Milan. All the kickoffs are scheduled for 7 o'clock. So we're going to be trying to keep our finger on the dial to see how you guys are doing also. But I'd just like to congratulate you. Congratulate you, Caden, and all your teammates on, no matter what happens Friday night, another successful year for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Thank you.
Okay. This is Murray County Public Schools Home Cooked Coaches Show presented by Puckett's Restaurant. That was head coach Kit Hartsville of the Mount Pleasant Tigers, his star player Caden McCrory, and they are headed to Milan to play Friday night, 7 o'clock, second round of the playoffs. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
He shoots, and he scores!
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
This is Tripp Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com. Front Porch Sports Network Friday Night Football is brought to you by Northside Medical Professionals, caring for Murray County families for over 30 years. From routine checkups and sports physicals to same-day sick visits and long-term care, Northside Medical Professionals is your hometown team for better health. With convenient locations, extended hours, and a staff that treats you like family, they're here to keep you strong all season long. Northside Medical Professionals, trusted care close to home. Learn more or schedule your visit at northsidemedicalprofessionals.com.
And Welcome back. This is the Murray County Public School Home Cook Coaches Show right here at Puckett's, and we are live. So all you folks out there, we are on 101.7 FM, WKOM. Our station is right downtown Columbia on West 7th. And we've talked with Battle Creek.
Mount Pleasant.
Now
we got the Raiders. Special to me, Raiders.
I know. They're number one in your heart,
They
number one
are.
in your program because you played at Spring Hill.
And did.
We've got the head coach of the Spring Hill Raiders, who this Friday night are going to travel over to Gibson County, Tennessee, to play South Gibson High School. Let me see. I think he's going to get you on here in just a second. So we've got head coach Joshua Taylor with us. You've also brought your offensive coordinator, Matt Brown. And I saw Coach DeAndre Davis out in the crowd somewhere.
He's here, mainstay.
He's kind of creeping around out there. I couldn't see him.
He's waiting on trivia.
Believe it or not.
Hey, we got some hard-hitting trivia
We
questions
do have
tonight.
some hard-hitting trivia tonight, so stick around for some swag, merch, whatever you want to call it, from Puckett's. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. Coach.
Yes, sir.
Last week, I'm at home on Friday night, and I pull up on the Front Porch Sports Network on
Thursday.
Facebook where it's streaming live your ball game, and it's 34-18. And I'm thinking, all right, Spring Hill Raiders, here we go, man. We're moving on to the next round.
He missed some stuff, didn't he?
Well, then I switch over and I looked at I started watching Columbia Central, started watching Daniel Booker. It looked like he was in some type of video game. He's running up and down the field.
He got loose, didn't he? A few times, right?
Bunch. And then I switched back over I said, let me check on the Spring Hill score. Switch back over to Spring Hill score, and it's 34-34 with about 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. It got rough.
But
pulled it out.
The faith, the Spring Hill Raider crowd brought you all through. You took the ball about 40-yard line with around, if I remember correctly, around 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and just methodically kind of drove it right down the field and shoved it in the end zone with like a half a minute left. Is that about the way it went?
That's kind of how it went down. So you missed. It was 34-10, right?
Okay.
It was 34-10.
34-10. So I missed a little bit.
Yeah, we turned it over. They scored, got 2 points, so it's 34-18. Onside kick, got it again, scored again, another 2-point conversion.
What were you? Okay, let me
sideline.
What were you thinking?
Well, at one point I was on the field, but sideline.
What was your coaching say? What were you thinking at that time? This cannot be happening. This is not
right. It was.
We got to stop this right now.
There was never a point where we felt like we were the better team the entire game, and so there were blunders. We lost the quarterback on contain. Lost a receiver, and they, throw a ball. A couple of those conversions was 4th down and 10, 4th down and 12, things like that. We allowed those guys to stay in the game when they didn't need to. But we moved the ball all night. That's the thing. I was really proud of our offense. We just had to make sure they got the ball and had a chance to do what they did. Coach Brown did a great job calling plays all night, as he typically does, and the boys responded, and so we had success. So there was really not much doubt in my mind that we were going to, when we got the ball back, when it was tied up, that we were going to score. The possession before that, when we were on offense, we kind of stopped ourselves. And, no disrespect to White House, because they're a good football team. That quarterback is a heck of a QB, man. He took some shots, absolute shots, but he scrambled around, kept the play alive for his team. And his receivers, caught the ball. They went up and got some. And so they played great, but we moved the ball. So it was just a matter of, for me, I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, making sure we're good. But, also seeing our offense respond, Coach Brown being in control, and we went, we were no huddle, but we were running the football. We were doing what we do because we were moving the football.
Sure.
And so there was really not a lot of panic on our sideline, especially from our offense. There was definitely, and I wouldn't call it panic from our defense either, but a lot of frustration, obviously, because we had a couple of our defensive linemen went down, and that kind of got us in a frenzy trying to rush the quarterback, and guys were trying to hurry up and get there. We got out of rush lanes, and he made us pay because he's a good quarterback, and that's what happened. But we got the ball at the end and made a play. Lionel took it like 40 yards to the crib, and that was the lead, and then we closed it with an interception from Reeves Gill. So
I saw that.
It was an exciting game. I was angry,
Yeah.
very angry, even when the game was over with. But I was definitely proud of our boys for fighting the way they did, even if it wasn't clean.
And Coach, like anybody else, I mean, like you said, White House, good ball team.
They are.
And they were not making plays early on in that game. Spring Hill was. Your offense was clicking, Coach Brown, a little bit early on in the game, and so it kind of shifted there towards the end of the second half. Things just kind of turned in White House's favor. Plays were happening in their favor. Just things were going their way.
Yeah, we get to the fourth quarter, and you've got a 34-10 lead, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself, right?
And I don't blame you. I don't blame
you. And that's Coach Taylor hit on it though. That there was never any panic, right? Even they score and get the 2-point conversion and tie it up 34-34. And the offensive line coach, he comes over, he said, "Okay, what do you think?" And we're going to do what we do, right?
Why change?
Told our kids that in the huddle, like, we're good. We're good. We got 2 whole minutes, guys. Like, we're good. And the only thing that we're concerned about is maybe scoring too fast, right? And it was just crazy thing. We just ran our regular life. We didn't put this ball in the air. At that point, our starting quarterback Jonah Gibson is out of the game, but that's. You guys know that's nothing new. We'll roll 2 or 3 guys. Jacob Hitty going in and did some good things for us, and then Lionel can take snaps, and the offense doesn't change. Nobody panicked. Everybody just does their job, and that's what is super impressive about our kids, right?
Yeah.
That panic is not there, and I wouldn't say that we're a seasoned team by any means, but they played some ball. And they act like they've been there before, and offensively in that huddle before we go out, the confidence was at an all-time high. There was never any doubt what they were about to go out and do, and you as a play caller and as a coach, it's great to send them out there knowing that they're going to go out and execute, and you're going to be just fine. And you just try to put them in a position to be successful and let them go.
And that is a sign, Coach Taylor and Coach Brown. That is a sign to me as a spectator, to me as a football fan, to anybody watching that. That mindset and that ability to do that once the game gets tied up with a couple minutes to go, and you look at me straight in the eye and you say, what you told your players and your coaching staff, your fellow coaches, was that we're going to do what we do. We're going to take this ball in a tie ball game, and we're going to go down the field and score and then end this ball game, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. You know as well as I do, Landon knows as well as anybody that's been watching high school sports around here, that is the difference of the Spring Hill of now and the Spring Hill High School Raider football team of back then.
Well, we acted like we had been there before, and we most definitely had not. And that was the first playoff game for any of those kids on the field.
Since 2017?
You would not have known it,
2020,
I have to correct you. I was on the 2020 team, and we made the playoffs.
Okay.
I have to correct you. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll probably hear about that three more times before
Coach
the night's
Taylor's
over.
right. Yep. And before we get too far, we got to congratulate head coach, official head coach,
Hey,
Joshua Taylor.
Appreciate it.
I am so sorry. It's the real deal.
Good.
Joshua
not
Taylor
a whole lot
is
changed.
officially the head coach of the Spring Hill Reds.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate
I don't
that.
know anybody that deserves it more than you do.
I appreciate that. No, not a whole lot changed. I mean, I'm glad to have that, for the boys. I know they were wondering. They'd asked me a few times, hey, are you going to get to be the permanent head coach? I hope so. We'll see. Dr. Brewer did it. And I think it was a little jolt in the arm for the guys for practice. He coming in on Monday, and it was a pretty spirited, pretty lively practice, man. So the way they responded to the news meant a lot to me more than anything. Just that I'm who they wanted to be the head coach, and so that means a whole lot. And you know, we've had the ups and downs this year, and we've battled, and we've gotten closer. The staff, you know, the players, everybody. So it was a good moment for the team as a whole when Dr. Brewer came in and announced that, and I'm really thankful to him and the entire staff for seeing fit that I'm the head coach.
And Coach Brown, I want to ask you, because you've been around, you were my offensive coordinator. Speak to this current team that you're coaching in comparison to the 2020 team that made the playoffs and then the 2017 team that made the playoffs and won a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's a lot's the same and a lot's completely different, right? The 2020 was, we all know how weird 2020 was, right?
Yeah.
And for you, you know, that's when I took over as offensive coordinator, and we installed the entire offense on Zoom meetings.
Yeah, we did.
The first time we practiced against, saw anybody in a different color jersey was Columbia Central Week 1.
Yeah.
You know, I had a buddy tell me that's the worst time in the history of football to ever, take over.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing, and I was looking at this earlier, really it starts up front for us offensively. And the growth that we've had up front is probably because I always feel like we've got enough athletes year in and year out to be dangerous.
Right.
It's the guys in the trenches up front on both sides of the ball. But offensively, that's been the difference. You know, I was looking today that for the season, you know, we're averaging a little over 9 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
Your senior year, that was in the mid-2s.
Yeah,
okay?
it was.
And so, you know, we're talking about, almost a first down a carry from being, and then, you know, when your senior year and things like that, you know, you were a very talented football player, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, the game of football, you can't do it by yourself, right? And so we're talking about, you getting 3 straight carries and it not being a first down. And so
exactly
that allows you to do things a little bit differently on offense and as a team as a whole when you're able to run the football effectively. And I would say that's the biggest thing. The other thing is Coach Taylor has done a tremendous job with the strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
And there has been multiple times this year where we have won games in the offseason. And those two things kind of go hand in hand. If you look at the guys on our roster who are having what seems to everybody else is breakout years, we knew that was coming based upon the work that they did in the offseason, or at least we had a pretty good idea.
Right.
And that just goes back to the job that Coach Taylor's done with the offseason program, the growth that they've captured doing that, and that's probably the biggest difference is that strength and size up front, and the experience. We've got a lot of guys up front that have played a lot of ball.
Yeah.
And so there, in the past, you know, we would go into a ball game and we'd get off the bus and we didn't have guys that looked like the other guys up front.
Yeah,
I don't know that we're wowing anybody when we get off the bus in that way, but we've got some guys that take it personally, right? And we look the part a lot more. And they've our offensive line coach Jesse Smithson has done a tremendous job of creating buy-in with those guys, and then that's you know, at the end of the day that's where it starts, and then obviously having stable of running backs, you know, led by Lionel Brooks that you know they allow him to do what he does.
Yeah.
And Anthony Tran and Jonah Gibson and Jacob Hitty and Kason White, you know, those guys, all of our backs are averaging. Let's say as a team, we're a little over 9 yards a carry. So it's not just one guy. But yeah, that's the biggest difference between this team and those teams. You know, they kind of rode the wave of the Dante Smith, right, and having another guy in that caliber. But these guys have gone out and they didn't have a Dante to kind of sit back and watch. Like they've earned it, right? As a man across the board, and because of that, they're pretty close bunch. They've kind of been through it together, right? And it's been really fun to watch that growth and that maturity both on and off the field. But the catalyst of it is in the offseason, right? And all that credit goes to Coach Taylor.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Friday's opponent.
Okay.
South Gibson. I picked up the Daily Herald from yesterday, and they had all the classifications across state rankings. And I looked down the 4A list, and they're at number 8. South Gibson, 8-3 record. Has a University of Wisconsin commitment, tight end, defensive end. Looks like his name is Yaya Gad, maybe, G-A-A-D.
Don't have a clue how to pronounce that. Number 8.
6'5". So you've seen plenty of film on this guy?
We've seen film on him. He's a terror. He's
Jackson
good.
Young, wide receiver, cornerback. He's a weapon. Also, Jaden Reed, not the one that plays for the Green Bay Packers, but hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
It's a wide receiver, running back.
Sound like a free
as
win
a weapon.
for
What do we know? What do we know about these guys?
They're physical. They're obviously, they're in the second round. They're a good football team. We've reminded our team that we are also in the second round, so we're a pretty good football team. So, we're going to have to bring our A game. We've preached physicality, attacking them. There's really no secret. We're kind of a spread defense, and they want to bring everything in, make it kind of a phone booth football game. And so it's kind of a styles clash, and we'll see how that goes, if we can, make them play our kind of style of football, or if we can match their kind of style or exceed their style of football. And then the same thing on offense is make them play the kind of football we want them to play. And so we got good guys on the football team, and they do too. So, they
you just have to line it up and let's play.
Right. So we're excited about the challenge for sure. I mean, they're a good football team, and so we're kind of measure up and see how we play, All
right, Coach Brown, let me ask you this. You're the OC. Now, I'm sure like you guys have been watching film on them. They've been watching film on you guys. They know Spring Hill kind of goes, even though you've got a lot of guys that contribute, your main engine, your main locomotive is Lionel Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and you know as well as we do that they're going to stop. They're going to work on stopping Lionel Brooks. How do you counteract that?
Yeah, that's not a secret, right? You've got a defensively, they're going to try to cut the head off the snake.
Sure.
What I'll say is that's what everybody's been trying to do since about week 2.
Okay.
And so and that's been it's really kind of where we've made that jump. With Jonah coming in at quarterback and what he's been able to do with his legs. Last week Anthony Tran going in. And it makes it hard to key, because Anthony is
he can do damage too,
right? But that is the challenge every week is how do you keep guys off balance? How do you But at the end of the day, Eight's got to get those touches, right?
Sure.
He's got to do it, and so that's the challenge. We worked a lot specifically today. How do we run this thing against a loaded box? We give them 9-10 guys in the box, and we're going to figure out how to run this thing.
Yeah.
Ideally, we spread that thing out a little bit to make it a little bit more difficult. But when it comes down to it,
Lionel is going to get his touches too, no matter what. Has to. In order to be productive offensively. Yeah. And for people that don't know, Lionel Brooks,
Mr. Do-It-All,
the L Train. I know that's your nickname on the Front Porch Sports Hour, but the L Train, Lionel Brooks, 30 carries last week for 325 yards. Right. I mean, come on.
Plus a 48-yard touchdown pass.
That's video game numbers.
Right. Yeah.
4 touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He makes plays. However we need him to, he makes plays, receiving, rushing, kick return, passing. Like that's what he does. He makes plays, and so we're excited for the progress that he's made, and to see him continue to he's still scratching the surface on who he can be as a player.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to see where he ends up as he's really good for us, obviously.
Yeah. Coach Taylor, I've never asked a question like this up here on the panel, but we've talked about Lionel Brooks at length, and as far as Spring Hill is concerned, they haven't seen a player of his talent level and production since Adante Smith. So where do you see, Lionel Brooks in the future if he decides to go, position-wise and, his future? Is he a Division I talent? Is he a college-ranked talent? I mean, it looks like it to me that he can play at the next level. He's got the size and all of that.
Lionel is without a doubt a next-level player. I think that the state and maybe the area, country, maybe will be figuring this thing out. as his, film gets out more and more. But he's definitely a Division I type talent. Is he a running back? Is he? I don't know. I think he can run the ball in Division I for sure. He's a big, strong, fast guy. He's learning how to be patient when he has the ball in his hand. He's done a lot, and so these last couple of years, and he's learning on the fly. That's what's impressive about him is he's really learning the game at quarterback and running back, and so. What a college coach wants to do with him, just get him on campus and then figure it out later. Is my suggestion.
Right? That's a good problem to have.
Right.
If the guy is so good at multiple multiple positions,
that goes back to your question.
You're kind of back. You're in jeopardy trying to figure out which way he's utilized the best. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it goes back to your question. How do you manage it? We try to move him around, try to get him to do things, but also be able to show off and take advantage of all the things he does. We kind of joke that he's our best running back, but he's probably also our best quarterback and probably also our best receiver. Right?
Okay.
He just can't hand it off to himself and has a difficult time throwing it to himself as well. But and that's but he does all those things. And he can go from one to the other without checking up.
Now, Coach Taylor, you're kind of a defensive-minded guy.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
Hey, Coach Brown, you down here on the offensive side. Now, Coach Taylor, your son, Jackson Taylor, is up for Puckett's Player of the Week on defense last
Jackson,
week.
if you ain't done it yet.
10 tackles, 6 solo tackles, 2 sacks. The poll closes at 8 o'clock in about 30
minutes or so.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
And a tackle for loss. If
give us, on the defensive side of the ball, two keys on the defensive side of the ball to be successful at South Gibson Friday night.
First thing we got to do is be strong up front. We got to not make sure we need to reset the line of scrimmage. We need to get hands on those guys. We need to knock them back. We need to be the more violent team up front for sure.
Control that offensive line for South Gibson.
So our boys up front got to be very aggressive. I think that's the first thing if we're aggressive. And then our second and third level players have to fit aggressively, be smart, but they got to go fit. Get off blocks, make tackles. That's what they have to do. That's what we've been preaching all week long is making sure we fit. We want to strike them early, knock them back, and then fit. And so once the first level guys do their job, the second and third level guys got to do their job. We want to try to. It's no mistake. Like they obviously want to run the football,
right?
And so we want them to throw it. And so in order to do that, we got to earn that. They're not going to throw it until we make them throw it.
And then, of course, Coach, your defensive back coach, DeAndre Davis, he has to worry about this Wisconsin commitment tight end, 6'5" tight end, and keep him covered up too. And we know that great tight ends and great tight end play is very difficult in the secondary.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. I hope they throw it to him. As good as he is, I hope they throw it to him.
Okay, all right.
I'll deal with that when it comes. I hope they throw it to him, but no.
All right. Now, Coach Brown, we heard about the 2 keys on the defensive end. What are 2 keys on the offensive end, on your end, to be successful Friday night against South Gibson?
Well, if I had to do 2, I would be leaving 1 out because we talk every week and the whole season.
You can do 3.
We just try to be able to play fast, physical, and fundamentally sound. And if we do those things, we're going to be fine. But ultimately, it comes down to doing what we do well and taking care of the football. We can't give South Gibson any extra possessions. Yeah. And so we do those things. We take care of the football, which we've done a good job of, throughout the year. And if we can be fundamental in our assignment, we're going to be just fine. What we can't do is we can't go out and hurt ourselves with penalties and turnovers.
Right.
We've got, if we stay on schedule, we're very dangerous as an offense. Where we get in trouble is on 1st and 20 or 2nd and 15
right.
and things like that. Because we're going to try to run this football and even averaging 9 yards a carry. 1st and 20 is still going to put you, in a 3rd and 5 or
reasonable.
3rd, 4. Yeah, right. So it was just staying on schedule and taking care of the football, and not putting the defense in a bad spot. and we we do those things. We give ourselves a
sure,
really
that old buzzword, complimentary football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And I want to ask Coach Taylor before we get out of here. I asked Coach Hartsfield this question: what uniform combo are the Raiders going to go with on the road, and do you have any decision in that?
I have all the decision in
so
that.
What will it be?
So we'll go white top, maroon pants is what we'll have.
Okay.
That's what we'll be rocking. I ain't like doing that laundry like that. So
I tell you what, we're live right now on the radio. We're live streaming. If you could tell the Spring Hill folks, I know it's a little drive over to South Gibson, but you need every rear end in the visitor stand you can get.
Yeah.
And every loud mouth to cheer for you guys. Get in the car, load up, and head to South Gibson.
Yeah.
Tell them right
Absolutely.
now.
Take off early Friday night, whatever you got to do. Carpool, whatever you
Call
need to
in
do.
sick.
Call in sick.
Whatever the deal is.
Hey, come get your maroon on. Come support your Raiders, man. We trying to win this game. We need your support. Appreciate it. For sure.
There you go. This is the Murray County Public School Home Cooked Coaches Show presented by Puckett's. We're live at Puckett's, powered by CPWS Internet. This is the Spring Hill Raiders. They're going to South Gibson Friday night, second round of the playoffs. We wish them the best of luck. We'll be right back.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all, from residential to commercial. They offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic. 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello and welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant and powered by CPWS Internet. We've got the big boys from Columbia Central up here on stage.
We are loaded down. I hope the stage is. I hope Puckett spent an extra few dollars on some extra lumber and support.
Well, if they keep advancing in the playoffs, they can pay for it.
You guys just don't move around. Don't move around. Don't move around too much. We don't want to lose it.
We'll try our best.
All right. Shout out the plaque first before we get started.
First things first. Now, we've got the Columbia Central High Lions on the stage right now. We've got Coach Darius Goff on the end. Coach, you want to raise your hand so they know that you're not one of the linemen.
Yeah, okay.
And you brought your whole offensive line with you.
Yes, sir.
And let me introduce them real quick. Mr. Brian Whitehead, will you raise your hand and wave the folks? Mr. Luke O'Neill.
Big country.
Big country. Cole Castile, the center. Isaiah Bishop, and they call him Tiny. We got Big Country and Tiny. And Vontae Hatton right there. So you've got your whole offensive line now. Isaiah Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell the folks what you're holding in your hand?
This is the TSSAA Division I Championship plaque.
And Division I Championship plaque.
Region champs.
And
That's what it says.
And you all are the region champs.
Number 1 seed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's nice, ain't it?
That deserves a round of applause. I would say, way to go.
Yeah.
And I know nobody is prouder of that plaque than your head coach.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are happy for him as equally you're happy for all your players.
Yes, sir. Most
that
definitely.
means a lot. Columbia football, the last time that was really in its heyday is when you were playing for them.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Back in 2009, 2010, state championship.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've come full circle. Now you're the leader of these young men, and you have won a regional title. You've won the first round of your playoff game. You're hosting a game Friday night against Knoxville Central. Tell us kind of what you're feeling. Just tell us I mean, do you sit up at night and go, wow, this is really cool. This is incredible.
I mean, I do, man. The night after the Tullahoma game when we secured the region championship, man,
it got real.
Yeah, it got real, man. I took that night and I just like, man, we really won we won the region championship. Coming from the first year us being the 3rd seed and then the 4th seed last year, and coming from 4th to 1st this year, and just watching these young men grow every step of the way from the Dixon County game to Battle Creek to the next game and just seeing the growth in these young men, it's been amazing, an amazing journey. Winning championships is cool, but watching these young men grow up and develop and become who they are, and seeing them just continue to grow and succeed, that's the joy I get out of it. Being able to help these guys reach their goals and do what I can for them,
Sure.
But like you said, man, it means a lot for us to accomplish this goal, because that's one of the goals we had set out. And to do it with these guys that's now seniors. When I first got the job, they were sophomores coming up into varsity ball, and being able to accomplish this with these guys, it means so much to me, man.
And so your coach is talking about you guys being seniors. If you're a senior, raise your hand. So we got two out of the 5 are seniors. Now, you're really, and you might want to let the folks know, Columbia Central, how many seniors are on the team?
It's 4, I think.
So this is half of your senior class
up here on stage.
I mean, that's and you're going into your second playoff game this Friday night, hosting it at home. I mean, I know you guys as seniors, you're going to go out on a good note. Can you talk a little bit about that? And I know with each game that you play, you kind of face that as you're putting your pads on and getting ready to go out on the field, getting dressed with your teammates. You're thinking, I don't want this game to be my last football game. But the reality is it could be. Can you talk a little bit to that? I mean,
yes, sir. Every Friday, I mean, thinking that it could be my last high school game, it just makes me want to do like my best game ever.
That motivates you.
Sir. Yes, sir.
That cranks your engine, right? I mean, that gets you going.
Yes, sir. Just thinking that I went out there and didn't want to play my best, and we ended up losing, and I have that knowledge.
Carry that the rest of your life.
I wouldn't want that.
Now, let's see. Is it Luke? No, Brian Whitehead.
Yes, sir.
And you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Whitehead, like Tiny was talking about, we call him Tiny, it's really Isaiah.
Number 77.
But being one of the few seniors on this team, and just 4 of you guys. And, Coach, how many players do you dress out?
We dress out about 45 to 50.
45 to 50 players.
Yeah.
And you guys, and seniors make up 1/10 of the whole team. So that puts a lot of leadership in you all's lap, whether 100%. You want it or not.
Right.
Sir.
So can you talk a little bit about the leadership that you and other 2 seniors have with this team this year?
Yeah, for sure. Like all the younger players we got, they just really good. They listen and follow everything we do. And they're really competitive when we go out and play. We don't have to worry about they're young, they're gonna mess up. No, they go out there and execute every play. So we're really, really good with that for sure.
Plus, I would imagine they wouldn't want Tiny on them if they didn't, right? I mean,
definitely.
The last thing they want is Tiny come knocking,
for sure,
walking over their locker and jerking them up and saying, "Hey, what are you doing? Come on, get in the game, right?"
Definitely. Big country. I want to ask you a question, Luke. And against East Hamilton, it doesn't happen without you guys. I want to say that first. Daniel Booker and Hassan Baugh rushing for almost 800 yards. I'll just put it like that. How does that make you feel that you and the guys up here on stage played such a huge part in literal history on Friday night, or this past Thursday?
Well, to be fully honest, it's only my junior year. First 2 years, we made it to the playoffs. We didn't go very far in them. So it means a lot. It's a very good chance to be a part of this team during that. And you're right. It's not possible without our O-line and Booker being such a great player. And so yeah, it's truly an honor to be on part of this team during this season.
Yeah, and Tiny, I want to ask you the same thing. You play a large part, no pun intended, to what Columbia Central does. Your running back and your quarterback contributed for 9 touchdowns, I believe, on Thursday night. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's awesome. Lining down, thinking to yourself, let me get a pancake. And then you see your running back and quarterback run right off your butt, get at least 10 yards, or bust out for a touchdown. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And so what I'd like to tell everybody out there listening, last week, these Columbia Central High School Lions, and I see somewhere out there, Mr. Booker's out there, they hung 70 on East Hamilton out of Chattanooga. 70 points. You guys with the O-line plowing the way, making it possible for a special talent like Mr. Booker.
And the Honey Badger.
And Mr. Hassan Ball, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's special. You guys, within an offense, you're playing, you've heard the term complementary football when you're talking about a defense and an offense. You guys play complementary football within an offense. You block, complement the running backs, the wide receivers, the time for Mr. Booker to throw the ball, find a hole to run the ball in. Now, and I'm going to say it, Daniel Booker, last week, 29 carries. This is the quarterback for Columbia Central. 29 carries, 355 yards, school record, 6 touchdowns.
School
record. And, you guys, as much as Daniel Booker's a part of that, you guys are a huge part of that too. And, Coach, I think you'll agree with me. You want to swap the headphones for him real quick? Thank you.
I truly agree with that, man. Daniel and Hassan, they're great players, and they couldn't have done what they did without these guys opening them holes up.
And they understand that.
Yeah,
it's not like Mr. Booker and Mr. Ball do not understand.
No, they don't. They'll be the first ones.
They'll be the first ones. That's right.
Yeah.
Tell us. So now, Daniel had. I know we've got. Let's see. We've got Knoxville Central coming in this week, and I'm just going to say, you guys on the offensive line. Daniel had 6 touchdowns?
Yeah, and
but
depending on who you ask, 383.
Yeah, we don't. Somewhere the stats got messed up because they go from somewhere from 350 something to 380 something. I'm sure Mr. Booker probably say he thinks it's more closer to 380 something. Yeah, and I can understand it. Yeah. But he had 6 touchdowns last week. Mr. Booker did. You know what I'm thinking this week? Another 6 or 7.
His jersey number. Number 7.
You 6 or 7. Yeah. I mean 6 or 7 touchdowns. You with me on that? I'm just saying, why not? You know what I mean?
Why not?
Let's do it again. Yeah. And Coach, what do you know about Knoxville Central?
Knoxville Central, we got us another Mr. Football finalist rolling in. The quarterback, he's a pretty good player. They have some athletes out wide. They'll try to spread you out. They'll go empty, 3x1, 2x2 ace. And they'll throw the ball around. They like to throw vertical routes down the hashes. So we'll have to be on our game. We have to win up front with our D-line. We have to get to the quarterback like we did last week and make it uncomfortable for him so he can't just sit back there and pick us apart. And then defensively, they're pretty good as well. But I think that we should be able to run the ball on them and be able to score points again. It's just at the end of the day, it's on us doing what we're supposed to do, being physical like we've preached all week, and taking care of the ball and just handling business.
Brian, I want to ask you, who is your position coach at Columbia Central, and how is he going to prepare you for Knoxville Central, another big game? Hopefully, your O-line coach is going to want you to have contribute to 800 yards of rushing probably again. So how does your coach prepare you for games like this?
Coach Chumley, he's a really good coach. He tells us, go and be physical, on every play. We do, and we listen what he tells us. And we go in, every snap, we just try to be physical, Last game we played, we made their D-line, kept saying they want to go home, We just kept driving them, so it was awesome, yeah.
I mean, you imposed your will on that D-line.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
And that's the way it should be, right, Coach? I mean, Football is all about imposing your will on the other team to where they want to give up.
No, most definitely. And I think they literally was telling them that they wanted to go home during the game. They came to the sideline saying that.
Wow.
So,
literally, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And then I guess they rode back home in the double-decker bus, charter bus they came on, which I'd never seen one of those.
Yeah,
but
so, Drake, let's give Cole and Vontae an opportunity to answer some questions here. Vontae, I want to ask you kind of the same thing. Your contribution to this O-line and how it feels to be a part of a team that just was a part of history and now a team that's playing at home in the second round of the playoffs. How does that make you feel?
It just made me feel great, man, and just want to keep going and even make even more records and in everything. Like, just means a lot.
Who's the left tackle here out of this group? So, Tiny, you're guarding the blind side of Mr. Booker. I guess Mr. Booker, you're right-handed.
Yeah.
Is that correct? So you're guarding the blind side of Mr. Booker. So you have to make sure that nobody comes in from the backside. That's the money position on the offensive line.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important position on a right-handed quarterback.
It is.
It's been an amazing season. Cole Castile, you're the center. You're kind of the quarterback. You're kind of the quarterback of the offensive line, correct? I mean, they're keen on you. They're watching you. Wouldn't you love to have so many people at Lindsey Nelson Stadium Friday night where you have to use a silent count, you know what I mean?
Sir.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes, sir.
We need more people. Tell them. You're right now, it's live. You're on live radio. You tell them, folks, come out Friday night.
Hey, come out, bro. Come on.
Come on. Get
a loud crowd. Big crowd.
Show that purple and gold, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you hadn't been to a football game all year, Friday night is the night. Get your rear ends out to Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Get in the stands. It's going to be football weather. It's going to be cold. It's supposed to be cold. If you're not playing in cold weather in football, then your season's over pretty much around here nowadays. And we're just saying, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Guys, thank all of y'all for coming up here.
The big boys.
I know. We got Big Country and Tiny right here.
Big Country, I want to ask Big Country. I graduated with a guy that we called Big Country. Where does your name originate from? We know you got the camo hat on. Tell everybody what Big Country means.
Well, really, it was the first day I ever came. I went to Battle Creek Middle School, so my dad would come pick me up after school, and he'd bring me down to Columbia, all the way from Spring Hill. And I came in when Coach Sharp was still being head coach. And I had my Battle Creek shorts on, right? I had the B and the C on there. And he looked at me, and he's like, "You're country, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd say so." And so he's like, "Well, what does that BC stand for in your shorts?" I said, "Well, Battle Creek." And he's like, No, that's Big Country right there.
Big Country.
And I'm like, "I'll take it. That's fine."
And it's stuck ever since.
It's stuck.
I think it's a pretty good nickname.
You
wear it with a badge of honor, like a badge of honor. I think
it's like a
you're
glove,
good.
I'll tell you. So I'll take it any day of the week.
Yeah, BC, Big Country. Yeah. Well, fellas, best of luck. Friday night, we'll be rooting for you. We're going to have our game day crew there from 5 to 7. We'll have the kickoff as normal with Barry Duke at 7 o'clock up in the Marion Will Hoyt press box overlooking Jim Cartwright Field. And, let's get the second round. And then we might have to worry about Lawrence County after that. And you talking about a fun football game. That'd be fun, right, Coach? I mean, Lawrence County, the neighbors to our south, have to travel to Knoxville Halls to play Friday night. And if they win, and then when you guys win Friday night, that will match up Lawrence County and Columbia at Lindsey Nelson Stadium a week from Friday. How awesome would that be?
Man, that would be amazing. That would be amazing, man.
And that's the quarterfinals of the state football playoffs.
Yep. And that just goes to show how tough our region is, man.
Sure.
3 out of the 4 teams that was in the region are in the second round of the playoffs.
But that's okay because that prepares you for the playoffs at the end of the season.
Yep. No, most definitely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you guys for being with us. We're going to take a quick break. This is the Murray County Public School Home Cook Coaches Show. And these are the Columbia Central Lions. They're playing Friday night in Columbia, Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Murray County Park, Jim Cartwright Field against Knoxville Central. Get your rear ends out to the stadium and cheer them on. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you on Friday. All right.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Tonight's Front Porch Sports Network coverage is brought to you by TriStar Elevator, Middle Tennessee's trusted full-service elevator company based right here in Columbia. From maintenance to repairs to modernization and new installations, TriStar Elevator keeps commercial and residential elevators running safely and smoothly. With over 45 years of experience and a commitment to fast, reliable service, they're the hometown team you can count on. TriStar Elevator, raising the standard in elevator care. Call 931-797-0329 or visit TriStarElevatorTN.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
And welcome back. This is the Murray County Public Schools Home Cooked Coaches Show, presented to you by Puckett's Restaurant, because we're at Puckett's Restaurant.
We are.
And we're powered by CPWS Internet.
As always.
And we're right here at the end of the show. And our player poll is
closing as we
officially closing within the next few minutes. And we want to run down who exactly was on the Player of the Week poll and who the nominees were. On the defensive side of the ball, Xavier Murphy for Columbia had 5 tackles, 2 sacks. A.J. Sieber from Mount Pleasant, 17 tackles, 12 solo tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. That's in one game?
Yeah, that's insane.
Holy moly. Jackson Taylor of Spring Hill, he had 10 tackles, 6 solos, and 2 sacks. Good night for Jackson Taylor, making his papa very proud. And on the offensive side of the ball, Daniel Booker of Columbia had 29 carries for the quarterback with 355 or so yards, 6 touchdowns in one game. That was only
5 in the first half.
That'd be like a season for me.
Could have been 7, should have been 7.
Cale Scott, quarterback from Mount Pleasant, 9 of 12 passing, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cale is a former Offensive Player of the Week recipient.
Yeah, and his completion percentage was right at 75%, which is extremely efficient.
Fantastic. And Lionel Brooks, Spring Hill.
Mr. Do-It-All.
I mean, all Lionel did was carry the ball 30 times for 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he threw a pass.
He did.
Did he throw it and catch it himself?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Okay. All right. So just checking. All right. So those are our candidates.
Polls are closed.
The polls are closed.
Winners are decided.
All right. I'm gonna let you do the winners.
Winners are decided.
I'm gonna let you do the winners.
So for the Defensive Player of the Week, Puckett's Restaurant.
$25 gift card.
Yes. And the winner is number 2, Jackson Taylor.
Jackson Taylor, come up front here, please. Mr. Taylor, would you come up front?
Congratulations, Jackson.
Congratulations. Here's your Puckett's gift card. And don't go anywhere. We'd like to get a picture as soon as this is over, okay? Just a few minutes, please.
And
congratulations, Jackson Taylor.
Offensive
Player of the Week.
We've got Mr. Daniel Booker, number 7.
I mean, who else?
Record-breaking performance.
Mr. Booker, come on up here.
Record-breaking performance for
There
Daniel
you go,
Booker.
my friend. Congratulations. If you do us a favor, turn and wave at everybody. There you go right there. Daniel Booker, your quarterback. And remember, folks, this week, these 3 public high school football programs have advanced past round 1. We'll be playing round 2 Friday night. The only one right now, in Murray County is going to be the Columbia Central Lions, 7 o'clock kickoff against Knoxville Central. And then Spring Hill has to go to South Gibson. We wish them the best of luck. And Mount Pleasant heads to Milan. So keep up with these guys. Support them when you can. Get out. If you have to travel to and go see their games.
Yeah.
If not, come right over here to Columbia Central. Watch Columbia Central whip up on Knoxville Central.
Yeah.
And then, or you can probably, we're going to have these streamed.
We will. We will have 2. We have 2 of the 3 streams going.
Okay, we'll have 2 of those games out of the 3 streamed. Now,
it's time for trivia, Drake.
We've got trivia.
We've got some
Don't go anywhere. All you smart folks, it's your time to shine right now.
Yes, it is. And we've got some specific questions regarding each school, each football program tonight.
Okay, go for it.
So, number 1, and tell them the rules about
the rules. This is the rule. If you know the answer, you got to get up out of your seat, stand right in front of us, and give us the answer. The exact right answer. Okay.
All right. We've got 5 trivia questions. All right. This is gift number 1. This is gift number 2. Gift number 3. Number 4, and number 5.
Okay. All right. So the first question goes for the
cups.
Cups on the end. Go.
Yep. All right. Stanley Williams Jr. currently holds several Battle Creek Grizzly receiving records. Name 1 record Stanley Williams Jr. holds.
What is 1 record that Stanley Williams Jr. holds at Battle Creek High School? Just one record. One receiving record.
1 record.
I mean, think about. I mean,
I can think of like 8.
I know.
They've only had 1 season.
I mean, they've only had 1 varsity season. So what? He has set 5 records.
Yeah.
Come on, folks. Common sense.
He had a record-breaking performance in the last game of the season.
He did have a record-breaking performance. So he holds the records for. Did you?
We have someone coming.
Okay.
He does have the record for receiving touchdowns in one game.
Well, there you go. There's your cups.
The gift number 1 is the cups. Stanley Williams Jr., yes, both cups for you.
We got 4 more questions.
4 more questions. 4 more questions for everybody out there. That is the Battle Creek question. And just so everybody knows, for clarity, Stanley Williams Jr. pretty much holds every receiving record because Battle Creek has had one varsity season.
Stanley Williams Jr. holds the record at Battle Creek for the Grizzlies for the longest TD catch, the most catches in one game, most TDs in one game, and the most receiving yards in one game. All right? So, there you go. Yep. Congratulations to Stanley Williams Jr. and to our young lady that had the correct answer.
Yep.
The second question, who was the quarterback the last time the Columbia Central Lions won their first playoff game? Who was the quarterback of the Columbia Central Lions the last time they won their first playoff game?
And I'll give a hint. He wore number 10.
He wore number 10. He was a quarterback.
I'll narrow it down.
You want to give him the class?
He graduated in
2024. He graduated in 24, but this was in 2021.
Yeah.
When this happened. I tell you what, since we don't have anybody rushing the front, they defeated Mount Juliet 30-10 at Lindsey Nelson Stadium in 2021.
We have someone, I think.
Do you know who the quarterback was?
Luke Usselton is the correct answer.
Come here, young lady.
Congratulations.
You know why? You know how I knew you were going to get it right? Because you have an Alabama Crimson Tide jersey on. There you go. There you have it.
So that is the Columbia Central question for tonight. Luke Usselton led the Columbia Central Lions to their last playoff victory in Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Now it's Daniel Booker. He just led them to a victory on Thursday night. All right. Now it's time for the Spring Hill question. The Spring Hill question. All of you historians in Spring Hill should know the answer to this. You should know the answer. Spring Hill was what classification when they won their 1986 state championship? Coach Davis is already here.
Coach Davis?
They were single A, 1A.
They were single A at that time?
1A, yes.
Look at Coach Davis come up here.
He got in and he got out.
Snatch all the swag and run.
He knew that. So a little stats behind that. They were class single A as compared to 4A now. They were led by Papa Wade, Orlando Wade, who is a 2-time Mr. Football and collected
and
nearly.
And my buddy Mike Brune, they call him Woody.
Yeah.
He was a quarterback at that time.
And Papa Wade collected nearly 8,000 scrimmage yards in his career that began as an 8th grader.
Wow. Did you know I heard a stat on Derrick Henry the other day? He ran for over 4,000 yards his senior year.
It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Derrick Henry ran for like 4,200 yards and 55 touchdowns
it's just ridiculous.
His senior year of high school in Yulee, Florida. Is that big country? That's crazy, isn't it?
It's just ridiculous. All right, we got the fourth question here. Mount Pleasant's turn. The fourth question will be about the Mount Pleasant Tigers. From 2004 to 2007, Mount Pleasant won 10 or more games every season. What was the total most number of games they won in a season? Give me a number. The highest number of games they won in a season during that span. You only got a couple options.
So they won at least 10.
At least 10.
Every year between
04 and 07.
04 and 07. And so
what was the most number of wins they got?
Most number of wins they got during that time.
Yeah.
And they won at least 10.
Yeah, every year.
So
only got a couple options.
There's only a couple of options, right, that you could win. Yeah. And you can come up here and take a guess. You don't have to be right.
There's only a couple guesses.
Look at Coach Davis. Coach Davis.
He's thinking.
Coach Davis, you going to take a stab at it? What do you think? What do you think? Oh,
11
sit down over there.
Incorrect.
No, sir. 11 is
11
wrong.
is incorrect. It's more than 11. It's more than 11 games.
Come here, Big Country.
Big
What do you think?
What
do you think?
12
give me
is
some
the
right
right
there.
answer.
Big Country
Good job,
in
Big
the
Country.
house. Look, Big
Yes,
Country.
Sir.
Come here. look right here and wave at the folks at the camera.
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Friday night.
So a little context
that's
behind
an
that
omen
question.
for Friday night.
Yeah.
That's
a little context behind that question. They won 12 games during the 04-05 season. They went undefeated in the region that year, and they won their first game against Zion Christian Academy 71-0.
71-0 over Zion Christian Academy. Beat the Eagles that bad?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay, so Drake, I'm going to let you ask the last question because it's related to you. Number 4 right there.
Number 4.
Ask that one.
High school Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson went to high school in Tennessee. What school did he attend and win a championship for? 15-1. 15-1 as a 2A state championship. What high school
What high school did Ty Simpson go to? Westview High School is the correct answer.
Look at, Coach.
Martin, Tennessee.
Coach DeAndre Davis is in the
Martin,
house.
Tennessee. And just some facts. They went 15-1 in that season, and I was at that state championship game where he just completely dominated. Westview High School.
And he's looking pretty good in football, in college football right now.
Yeah.
Pretty sharp quarterback. Hey, we've had a lot of fun tonight. This has been the Maury County Public School. And you know what? I tell you what. We get some teams we get the Columbia Central team, Spring Hill team, Mount Pleasant team to win this week. We're going to come back next week and do this again.
We will.
All right?
We will.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Promise.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the Maury County Public School Coaches Show, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant. Thank you for joining us. Powered by CPWS Internet. For L Train, Landon Seacrest, I'm Drake Colley. Have a great night, and we hopefully will see you next week.